All right, thank you so much for tuning back into another reaction video. My name is Chris.
My name is Sam.
And we are Offset.
Era.
Woohoo!
Oh yeah.
All right.
Whee!
And if you've seen in the title, we're bringing back
BAND-MAID.
Woohoo!
Oh yeah.
Well, a couple of you suggested that we go back to their older videos, and I think that's an excellent suggestion because I don't think I've heard these.
So we jumped in our handy dandy time machine and went back a full 7 years.
Yes. And
what were you doing in 2015? Or sorry, 2016?
Probably still playing an Offset Era.
I was going to FGCU, Florida Gulf Coast University.
I've been doing this band forever.
Yep, next year will be 10 years.
Yeah.
10-year anniversary today.
Anyway, we are checking out the Non-Fiction Days music video.
Yep.
Came out 7 years ago. Has 6.7 million views.
Yep, so that's what I mean. We went back to 2016.
Yes.
Oh, God.
Okay.
We've gone back to 2016 with everything.
I love some of these comments because they do sound like they're out of date. Like the very first one. This band
deserves to be more popular.
They're popular now. I don't know if they weren't 4 years ago, but they certainly are now. See, 7 years on, and it's still superb. So someone left that a month ago.
I am 71 and think they are the best on the planet at this time.
Respectable or remarkable.
The best on the planet at this time.
At this time, remarkable. I am 61 years old and just loving what the girls do.
Heaven metal forever. Keep on rocking, girls. You're amazing. I wonder if those two commenters knew each other.
Yeah. 10 years of each other.
As a guitar player, I can say their music is so impressive and one of the best written and choreographed rock music I've ever heard. They deserve Grammy Award for Best Rock Music of the Year. It's from 6 years ago.
Yeah.
Get that bass guitar out there more often. Yes. Great song and crazy talented women. Yes, as well. Yes.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Deep Purple, UFO, Kiss, BAND-MAID. I don't know. I can't.
I wonder if these are all other bands that he's listing. Everything BAND-MAID does is so epic. They deserve recognition.
That's from last year. Ago. Well,
they have recognition.
Much more in Japan, obviously. But
yeah. Well, I've been told, you guys will have to let us know exactly what their popularity level is in Japan, because I kind of get mixed information about that, because I know that rock music is fairly popular in the United States. I wouldn't say it's super. I mean, pop and hip hop.
Yeah, like dance, pop, hip hop. You know,
all that kind of taken over.
That's very much like in the mainstream. But there's still definitely there's definitely relevance in the rock world still, but
I've heard in Japan, like, rock isn't that popular there. And I hear it's more of like the J-pop. So you guys all have to let us know what the soundscape is, in your opinion, from your perspective. If anyone lives in Japan, let us know.
I think Europe is always going to be, a haven or a sanctuary for rock music of any sort.
Yeah.
Like every corner of Europe is unique in what kind of music that those territories produce. Like Germany's got its sections.
Right.
Yeah, when it comes to like thrash and traditional music or traditional rock, Scandinavia's got its scene. England, obviously.
Yeah. All right. I think we're ready to jump into this one.
And for anyone jumping in with us for the very first time, welcome to the channel.
Welcome indeed. We do have a BAND-MAID playlist.
It is a respectable playlist. So
it is.
If you want to take a day and just marathon these videos, we won't stop you.
More power to you.
Yeah, pop up a bag of popcorn. Say that 3 times fast.
Yes.
Get some hot dogs. Get some chips. And make a day out of it.
Yeah, you can make a day. If you're not new to the channel,
you know what time it is.
You know what time it is.
It's time for
the glorious
epic transition. Warp.
All right. Haven't heard this one. BAND-MAID from 7 years ago.
The Non-Fiction Days.
Weird. Keynote, I think we mentioned, or somebody mentioned that this was during a time when they weren't writing their own songs.
Yeah, when I think it was the record company or something.
So
in the management
this happens to be one that they didn't write. Another side note, on our last video, you guys told us that the lyrics are not in Japanese and that we should look them up.
We did.
We did, and we see your point. About it was "Don't Let Me Down" for those who haven't seen.
Yeah, "Don't Let Me Down," the last video.
So we wanted to cover it, but then we looked at the lyrics. We're like, maybe we'll think about it. We'll think about it. I still think the song is amazing.
Yeah, the song is great.
So we still might figure out a way. But I get your point now about the lyrics on "Don't Let Me Down."
Yeah.
If you haven't read those, go read them. It's entertaining at the same.
Yeah, it's interesting.
My goodness.
The English translation.
But without further ado, here's BAND-MAID Non-Fiction Days music video. We haven't seen it. Here we go. You can tell they do look like. Oh Oh, and I'm not getting anything. Let's try it again.
Yep.
Okay, there's definitely nothing here.
There it is.
There we go. Phaser. Fast. Blackstar, eh? Ooh. That gives me Clash Club vibes.
Yeah.
Bass player. Oh, the halftime!
Nice.
Oh, I love that. The rolls.
That was a nice drop.
I love the lead part here. Oh, I love this. So everything dropped out. It's just the drums.
And
guitar hard pan to the one side, but the lead she's playing
Yeah.
is sick. I kind of wish it was in the middle just so I could hear it better, but it is killer. What she's playing is so cool. I love that little octave thing right there. Nice, the bass. That's cool.
yeah.
Oh, the fire. Oh, I love this heavy part right here. Oh yeah. Is it? I thought it was gonna go into a bass part. Nice picking.
Yeah.
Love the vocal. Oh, that's heavy, man. Wow. I did not expect it to come into that. This whole section is really cool. I love the picking. I love the feel of it. The vocals, the two of them singing together. It sounds great. And what the notes they're choosing to play are awesome. And then the halftime metal-y part that comes in right after this is so cool. And the beat that she chooses to do. So she starts and stops. Oh! I love all the octave work. Nice. Love the roll. intro. Oh,
Killer.
that was so good. Oh my gosh. At this point, I just don't even think they can make a bad song. I haven't heard a single one I didn't think was awesome for one reason or another, whether it's like...
It's just a shame that it wasn't them that wrote it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think if they had, it would have been cooler.
Yes. Well, yeah, that goes without saying.
If that was even possible. No, I think what they do now is obviously a progression of where they are, but this just, I think, and as I mentioned, I think we were talking about this off camera, but when you first sign on to a record label, they don't really give you a lot of creativity. And in fact, when I got my first recording contract, they didn't tell me this on the time I went there, but they wanted to rewrite all of our songs. And I had to fight like hell to keep that from happening. And it's very common. Like you work with a producer. Generally, there's a producer that comes in. Obviously, the guys running the soundboards, they don't really have any say. They're just there to run the boards and make everything sound good.
Yeah.
A producer will come in and look at your songs, look at your song structure, suggest things to you, change this. This is too long. The vocal needs to come in sooner. You know, I don't like what you're playing there. This part doesn't work. And then they look at your lyrics. If your lyrics don't make sense, or they're tribe, or they don't like them, or they don't feel like they're going to connect with an audience, they'll change your lyrics. So, you know, with a band like this, they came together as a group. They came together to make this band as individuals. But when you sign with a record contract, they want certain things from you. Obviously, they were marketing to these girls. They had a gimmick. They had a theme, and so, you know, they had to earn their creativity. They had to earn their freedom. And I think at this point in their career, they probably have done that. But unfortunately, it's a very old story. A lot of bands have to go through this where they have to listen to what the record company wants to do, and then they kind of have to make it work until they can finally earn their stripes, or, you know, prove that they're going to put out records. And
unless they have like a clear, you know, fine print clause or
right,
or stipulation in the contract which grants them creative control.
Right.
And not too many bands have that. Like I can only think of a few bands that or not, if not with their initial deals with the company, like if they're renegotiating a contract. Machine Head did that 20 years ago, and they were renegotiating with Roadrunner Records. Mm-hmm. One of the conditions that the primary conditions was that they, as a band, have complete creative control over their music direction.
And it's always a good thing if you're ever trying to like sign on with a company, is let them be upfront. You know, like, this is my vision, and
yeah, this is what we do.
Yeah,
we control the music.
Right.
You know, we control what we do and how we do it.
Right.
You know, producer can come in and make suggestions and, you know,
right,
do things with us.
Right.
But if there's anything that they want to change, you know, they got to run it by us.
Right. I think that's always a good thing. You should be working with, not against.
Yeah, it should be as a team.
Right.
You know, because a producer from the outside who's not attached to the band is able to say, you know, I think you can do that better, or. Mm-hmm. Or one of my favorite stories about producers is when Vic Mail teamed up with Motorhead for Ace of Spades, and Lemmy put, you know, one of Lemmy's memories was, you know, or one of his quotes that I like to think about is, you know, you could do the best look of your life, and then he'll come up and say, "Is that your best shot?"
They push you for sure.
Yeah.
But anyway, we are Offset Era.
We are 2/3 of Offset Era.
We are an original pop punk alternative hardcore type band from the Cape Coral, Florida area.
We are genre adjacent.
That's what he likes to say. But we just put out an album.
Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong.
Thank you.
You're not wrong. I just say he likes to say that because he does.
Yeah, because it makes sense. And I do enjoy saying that.
There you go. What do we say? We just put an album out 4 months ago.
Yep, 6 brand new songs, all original, very fun to play live.
It's called A New Era.
Yep.
Lots of songs there. So if you want to check those out, anywhere you can find streaming music, you'll find our album. Just search Offset Era.
Yep. iTunes, Spotify, Google, YouTube, all that fun stuff.
And speaking of YouTube, we did put out 2 original new songs just as live versions right here in our garage.
Live in the studio.
One called Move On and the other called Fading. They're on our channel, so go check those out. They'll also be on our playlist if you go and check that out.
And on the topic of videos, our first single for the new album, A New Era,
Yes.
Say that 3 times fast. Watch It Burn just climbed up past 2,000 views.
Woo!
So thank you to everybody who's been gracious enough to give our music a chance.
We appreciate it.
You know, we're having a great time with this heavy direction,
Yep.
and we can't wait to see where it goes.
Yep. And next thing to bring up is live shows. We have
That's
a couple.
right.
Yeah.
We finally do. It's been a bit of a dry spell this hot summer, but that's finally coming to an end. Saturday, September 16th, we're going to be at Ollie's Pub Records and Beer with our friends Dave Javu, Social Infants, and Perfect Sequence.
Yep.
I'm also in that band, so I'll be doing 2 sets that night. So
Yep.
if I end up falling and hitting the ground and just lying there, just let me sleep it off. I'll be fine. And then that following Saturday, the 23rd, we're going to be at Nice Guys with Perfect Sequence once again, Discord Theory, and Take Lead.
Yeah. So you happen to be anywhere in the Fort Myers or Cape Coral area, come and see us. But that's it for us on this one. Thank you so much for commenting, subscribing, and liking our page and our videos. We really appreciate your support. Let us know what you want to see in the next few videos, and we'll see you there.
Take care.
See ya.